everyone and welcome back to Prestige Reef. It is day 2 of my supposed 30-day vlog series with regards to fixing the Waterbox. I am just as surprised as you I've got to day 2. We shall see how this goes, but so far it's working because it has kept me accountable. What we're going to do today, I'm going to show you what I'll be doing on the Waterbox. It's actually a very pinnacle day in the Waterbox's immediate journey because new fish are going in here. There have not been new fish in here for literally months, probably 4 or 5 months, not sure, but I should go back and look at my old videos. So we have new fish going in today. They can't go in at the moment. The reason they can't go in at the moment is because I like to put new fish in the dark. The other thing I like to do is if there's some risky fish or some fish which could potentially be bullied, I put them in an acclimation box. All of that will be being done tonight. The other thing I need to do is to deal with the Red Sea roller mat because siphoning off all of the cyano has basically completely gone through the majority of the roll, and I will also need to clean out the protein skimmer. And the reason I want to clean out the protein skimmer is because I'm about to put a chemical in this tank to get rid of the final amount of cyano, and that seriously affects your protein skimmer. I thought I might as well get it all clean and everything, and we'll go from there. Right now, this is how the tank looks on day 2. You need to get used to this view because you will likely be seeing it every single day. Now, although you can see there is still quite a lot of cyanobacteria in there, it is a lot better than it was yesterday. And that's because yesterday I went through and siphoned off all of the sand bed. I left the rocks mostly. I did like sort of use a turkey baster to blow some of it off, but generally speaking, the chemi-clean will deal with all that. As you can see down here, now this is what I need to deal with today. So this is the Red Sea's roller mat. I'm pretty sure it's almost at the very end. I may not end up doing this today actually, because it looks like there's still a little bit left on there. My one clicks when you turn it. It's there you go, see, and it goes back slightly. It's been like that pretty much since day 1. I think one of the teeth got broken. And then this is the protein skimmer, which I need to deal with. As you can see, it is in pretty dire condition. It's not actually set up properly because this has been overflowing. If I, doesn't matter what I set it to, it completely overflows. I'm assuming it's because of all the cyano and the diatoms and the diaflagellates. So I wanted it still on just so it still has bacteria in it. But as soon as I move it away, there you go, it does this. So if I move it closer to the, if I restrict the nozzle, it stops it from happening. But this is something I'm going to be dealing with right now. And as you can see, it is a pretty unpleasant job. Nope, that needs to, should probably stop that. Right, there you go, I'll completely block it. See, if this goes back into the tank, it will send it crazy again. So, right, that's the first job I need to do. Now, no one said this was going to be riveting content when I have to make a video every single day. So this is literally just been cleaning my skimmer now. Now, when I clean my skimmer, I don't clean it super well. And the reason for that is because you want there to be a level of bacteria in the skimmer for it to work properly. That's essentially why you hear people saying that a skimmer needs to lose its newness. And what they mean by that is that a skimmer needs to get a build-up of bacteria so that the bubbles can climb the inner tube. It's those bubbles which is what the waste sticks to, and then as the bubbles overflow, they get collected in the skimmer cup. Now, the reason I'm mentioning this is, and the reason I put this on camera, is because one of my clients the other day, obviously I do consultations with people all the time, was using detergent and water, which is fine, it's fine to use just water, but they were using detergent and scrubbing it to get it basically like it was brand new, which obviously, if it goes back to being brand new, firstly, you don't want detergent anywhere near your tank. Secondly, you want it to have at least some of that bacteria still in there. So I just sort of give it, it's not super clean, but it's clean enough. I'll use a towel to dry that off properly before, and this sponge doesn't get used for anything else. This is literally the sponge I use for cleaning skimmers with. The other thing you'll probably notice is that I wear gloves, and the reason I wear gloves, you get a little bit of insight into who I am. I am funny about my hands, is the honest truth. So although Reef Dog was more than happy to stick his finger in there and just scrape out the skimmate, not for me. Yeah, even after this, I washed my hands thoroughly, as well as disinfect all the sides. Right, that's another job I got done thanks to you guys watching me, keeping me accountable. Just quickly, NIOS skimmers absolutely love them. Genuinely, I have used them for years and years. This is not a paid sponsored video. This literally just thought I thought I'd mention it. I've probably mentioned it a few times before. I've got 2 in the coral farm. This I think is, I've got 1 here, and then I've got the old one that I ran on my 1,000 litre tank upstairs. So just great skimmers. I've decided I'm not going to replace the roller mat at the moment because there is still a little bit on the roll, and obviously every little helps. The Niles Talk in the background has got phosphate remover in it, but again, there's nothing running through it, which is why it's been taken off. And that's it. So now the exciting part gets to begin. Right, now this is what the new fish are going to be going into. This is a red starfish acclimation box. The reason for this is because there is a high probability that the yellow tang will be a pain in the ass and will attack the new fish. Now, right now I'm not worried about the wrasse. I'm not worried about the flame angel. I'm not worried about the blenny, which is by far the most aggressive fish in here. It literally attacks everything, even the convict tang, which is considerably bigger than it is. However, I am worried about the powder blue tang, and I'm worried about the convict tang. You can see they've been separated. There was some minor aggression. I just thought it's not worth the hassle or the stress, so I've separated them. The reason that they're a little bit nervous at the moment is because I just put my hands in, so that's why they're all sort of looks a bit stunned at the moment. So the yellow tang might attack these. What my plan is to do is to put the powder blue tang in the acclimation box because it's quite a bit smaller than the yellow tang. However, the convict tang appears to be roughly the same size. So the convict tang will be going in to the main tank with all the other fish. And I'll show you how I do that in a minute, but first I need to wait for it to get pitch black, which means I need to wait till night time. And the reason for that is usually if you add fish literally when it's pitch black, so it's like they can't see a single thing. And that includes when you hold a torch up, don't do that. If it's pitch black, usually what happens is the fish are asleep and then they will wake up the next day, and more often than not, this usually works when they're in an acclimation trap, but more often than not, there's usually minimal aggression in comparison, not no aggression, but minimal aggression in comparison to just literally scooping a fish out of one tank, throwing it into the display tank, and then letting it fend for itself. So I'll be back when it's night time. Right now it's almost midnight, which means it's the perfect time to take the fish out of the quarantine and move them into the water box to minimize the aggression you get from the yellow tang. The fish have all been asleep for a couple of hours. I actually just got back in. The things we do sometimes for our fish, because it would have been easier just to grab them and throw them in the middle of the day, but I just thought now's the time to do it. The reason I'm filming here is to give you a little sneak preview with regards to tomorrow's video. Yes, that is an actual shop system, or special fish at the bottom for those who know what it is. So yeah, I'll show you that tomorrow, but now we need to go get those fish. Right now I don't suspect that these fish will be particularly difficult to catch because we have only just put the light on. So there you go, there's the powder blue. I have a special assistant here with me today. This is your work experience girl, aren't you? So this is Rachel, this is my lady friend, and you have affectionately named the fish, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, she's shy. What have you named the convict tang? This is the convict tang. So this is Bandit. The powder blue is called
Peter Bonington.
Peter Bonington, because it's PB, isn't it? And then who do we have left? We still need the wrasse, which I don't know where the wrasse is at the moment. So this is Pedro, I believe. Is it Pedro or Pablo?
He was going to be called Seth, but he looked a bit Spanish, so we went with Pedro.
So did you know that a wrasse could look Spanish? I've lost him again now. Where has he gone? And where's the flame angel? Ah, the flame angel's in here. So this is Flame Boy.
Flame Boy.
So you can see that Rachel is tired. So there you go. It's important not to let their gill covers get caught in the net because they have spikes on their face. Oh, you can see that. There you go. That's out. And then we have this is Benny. So Benny is the blenny. He was affectionately called Benny because Rachel thought that was the species of fish that he was. This is by far the most aggressive fish in this tank. So this is Benny, and Benny is a Flymo blenny. There you go. Where has he gone? In there. And then the wrasse, which is the fastest of the fish. The catch is here. It's just woken up, so he's a little bit... And this, I believe, is an adorned dress. So originally I thought it was a Melanara's dress, and it's actually an adorned dress. So there you go. There's the entire team. I'll show you tomorrow what's happened with the lipstick tang. You may have seen it in the clip just briefly a minute ago. As you can see, they're a little bit stunned. The only one I'm slightly concerned with is the powder blue, because all of them are fat and healthy. The powder blue, however, seems fat at the front and thin at the back. So the powder blue is the one who's going to go into the acclimation box. I like how you're filming Dash.
This is the most important one.
So, but yeah, thank you very much for your services. Right, that's it for today, guys. I'm not going to show you me putting the fish in the water box because I do that in pitch black darkness. So if I try to film it, you won't be able to see anything. So I'm going to go do that now. I hope you enjoyed watching the video. Please feel free to comment below any questions. If you did enjoy it, why not click that like and subscribe button. Obviously, the more people that like it, the more people that subscribe at the moment, the more likely I am to continue this 30-day series. And I look old already just for doing 2 videos in a row. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching the video, and I will, in the last video I said I'll see you next week or next time. I will see you tomorrow. See, making promises. I will see you tomorrow.